Hey there, my brothers and sisters, this is Pastor Robert here, and I'm excited about what's going on. Got a little breaking news for you. I do want to let you know that I tweeted Bishop Tim Hill, the presiding bishop, the general overseer of the Church of God, Cleveland, Tennessee. I tweeted him last week when the article and the video that was posted by the members there at Fifth Street Church of God, West Palm Beach. And I tweeted him basically asking him, does he know about this? Does he have a comment? Etc., etc. One tweet. And it might have been two. Might have been one for the article and one for the video. And when I went to ask him again last night about his comment on what's going on, about the Bishop Anthony T. Pelt, senior, excommunicating one of the members by letter this past week, when I went to tweet Bishop Timothy Hill, I found out that he blocked me. The presiding bishop doesn't even know me, blocked me on Twitter. There it is, folks. There it is. Hey, Bishop Hill, come on now. A lot of times we try to, what should I say, we want to shoot the messenger instead of dealing with the message. I did not say anything harmful to him. I just asked him for a comment. It is the church that he is caring for. He's in charge of, at least to the end of this month, at the General Assembly. And so I thought to give me a comment from him, just like I reached out to Bishop Anthony Pelt. But the bishop, presiding bishop of the International Office of the Church of God, blocked me on Twitter. Well, I guess I've made it in the world. Anyway, that's kind of mean, though, Bishop Hill. Anyway, Brother Tim, no hard feelings, no problem. It's a free country. It's freedom of speech. You can do that. I have no problem. You know, I'm not one of those ones that will tweet all the time. If you want to contact Bishop Hill, you can go to, it's at Bishop Tim Hill, this is Twitter. Now, you can also go to my Twitter, at Rob Carpenter 2. But I tell you now, viewer discretion, tweeter discretion is advised on the Twitter. Anyway, but now I do want to let you know that it's also been reported to me. It's been reported to me through my sources. And remember, I was born and raised Church of God, went to Lee University, lived in Cleveland, Tennessee, in Jerusalem of the Church of God, if you will, for 4 years. So I've got some context, I've got some sources. It's been reported to me that the executive committee, or at least the attorney for the Church of God, has allegedly advised Bishop Anthony T. Pelt to go ahead and excommunicate all those members of Fifth Street Church of God that are disruptive, that are causing him problems. But the only thing is, now I've got to verify that for sure. My sources have not been wrong yet. But now, why is the state overseer excommunicating members of a local church when they have a pastor? And you were supposed to have, according to the Church of God minutes, the bylaws, if you will, you're supposed to have a process, due process. So that's interesting. I hope that that's not the case, because that was not a good testimony. One of the things that we must understand, brothers and sisters, is that we have to be careful. When we're working for a church, when we're working for a ministry, we're working for a denomination, and that's our income, we have to be loyalty. Don't misunderstand me. But when we become more loyal to the organization than we are loyal to the purpose of the organization, we've crossed the line. We've gotten things mixed up. I call people like that franchise guys. That the Church of God is a great organization, over 100 plus years old, solid, sound in doctrine. But what happens is, a lot of times, some of the leaders, they get so caught up in the system and the politics that they'll defend the right and defend the name and all that of the denomination. Excuse me. But then they forget about the purpose, overlook the purpose of the organization. The purpose of the organization is not to fight over property deeds. The purpose of the organization is not to fight over money. The purpose of the organization is not to see who can get more political points in the organization, who can aspire to be the highest and the one at the top, who can get this position, who can get that position. The purpose of the organization, if it's a church organization founded by the blood of Jesus Christ and the mission of Jesus, is souls, souls, souls. So anytime pastor, overseer, bishop, elder, deacon, deaconess, missionary, evangelist, anytime any of us, those in the gospel, preaching the gospel, anytime those of us begin to become more loyal to the organization than we are to the purpose of the organization, we've missed it. And so I'm calling as a pastor. I'm not in the Church of God anymore. I love it. I cut my teeth in. That's where I got my start. I was raised up singing, like a mighty army moves the Church of God. But I'm telling you this, we all have to take a step back and say, wait a second, is it worth this? Is it worth making sure I'm right? Just because I'm looking for another position when the General Assembly comes at the end of July in August, end of July in Orlando. Excuse me. Is it more important that I stay in with the executive committee and the executive council of 18 and my buddies in other states and all that because I want to get the right move, the right position? Is that more important than those souls? What about the souls there at the church? What about the souls there in the community that will be affected directly and tangentially by the mess that's going on? Locking doors, changing locks, eviction doors, this and that and other. All those people, a church that's been there over 95 years in the community in the same spot, and now we're playing with it and toying with it like it's just that church. It's just those old folks. But understand something. It's those old folks, it's those folks that's been there for generations that have kept preaching and reaching the lost with the gospel of Jesus Christ. And so Bishop Hill, Bishop Pelt, and all those involved, Brother J. David Stevens, come on, man, come on. Is it that important that you protect the church so the church of God doesn't look bad, but then you damage, turn off, destroy those who are at that local church or other local churches because we can't make ourselves look vulnerable, we can't make ourselves look wrong. You know, there's a hashtag right now going on real strong on Facebook and Twitter, church hurt, church hurt, church hurt, hashtag church hurt. And we have to ask ourselves the question, how many people have we run away from the church, run away from God? Have we caused to miss God because of our political, egotistical, narcissistic egos? Ask yourself that question. Hey, listen, leave your comments below. I'd love to hear from you, good or bad. It's okay. And again, you can hit me up on Twitter if you like, at Rob Carpenter 2, and also along the other social media sites. I want to hear from you. I'm going to be back later on. I've got some documents, y'all. I've got some documents, court documents right here, that show who currently has the rights to the local church property there at 5th Street by court order. Somebody got to get together. Let me hear from you real soon. I'll talk to you real soon. Peace.